Hi, Aries. Welcome. So, Aries, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to be doing the spiritual general messages first, and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm time stamping this February because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever this video finds you, that's when it's for you. So, Aries, let's get into it. I have the card of the sextile of opportunities. So I really love this energy because this is talking about doors of opportunity opening for you, an opportunity to collaborate or to assist someone or someone to assist you. So it's a great type of energy to get to start out your February. It's also heavy on communication, information, new insights coming through. So yeah, to me it just feels like a clearing out as well of, and I'm getting the song Good Vibration. So if you've been in a bad vibration or if you've had a lot of weird stuff happening to you, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity to clear that energy out, to get into a good vibration or clear something up as well during this time frame. So really positive energy. And there is one thing I want to say. When I was preparing for the reading, when I was coming out of the meditation, I was getting an Adele song. It's one of her older ones. It's Say Hello to Your New Lover. I don't know. Take it if it has any sort of significance to you. If not, don't worry about it. It's a general reading. Also, you may randomly hear that song over the next month or so. If so, come back to this reading. But, yeah, I just thought I would mention that. Okay. So you have the card of understanding here, success and totality. So this is beautiful energy. This is like kind of breaking free or breaking loose from something that really had you trapped mentally, okay? So if you've been feeling like you are in this space where it's been hard to reach an understanding or to grasp an understanding about something or someone, I feel you getting the resolution, okay? And it's a good outcome. So whatever this is, you have success, the card of success here. As well as the card of totality, which if you can see, you know, this person is counting on this other person to catch them, right? So it's about perfect timing as well. It's also about, again, collaborations, other people, teamwork, things of that nature, all coming to the forefront. So while, yes, I feel like you have some successes coming through here, I also feel and hear it's a team effort. So there may be more than just you involved. It may be that you're celebrating multiple successes, or, you know, you're having success, but also so is your partner or your coworker or your friend, you know, whatever. Because I'm getting like it's a shared celebration. It's a shared resource. You could also be celebrating something with others, quite literally, during this time frame. So let's get into it though, Aries, and go a bit further. I'm really loving how this is starting out. I don't have a lick of Aries in my chart, but I wish I did at this point. So let's see what else. Let's see what else for my Aries. There's that song again. When you're ready, say I'm ready. The Empress, the Queen of Cups. And the Emperor. Wow, powerful energy here, Aries. Also, your energy out on the table. So I feel a lot of powerful emotion going on in the undercurrent here. There may even be like a bit of a power struggle going on, particularly it could be in the workplace, but it could be also within a relationship dynamic. So take it as it resonates. But I get a sense of like, trying to keep your calm, trying to keep your balance. It's interesting because this is a very feminine energy here. This is like very caring, very supportive, productive, fertile energy. Okay, so I feel like Taurus, especially my feminine Tauruses, that may be particularly the case as to how you're feeling. You might also feel very sensitive hormonal, moody as well. Sometimes that can signify that. Um, for my masculine Taurus, I feel like you're more showing up, you know, in this energy. Taurus. Oh my goodness. Aries. Oh, some of you dealing with a Taurus? I don't know. Okay, backtrack. My feminine Aries. Well, you could be dealing with a Taurus that is embodying this like kind of sensitive, almost moody energy. But I actually feel this is you. I'm sorry, that was not intentional. Aries, I feel like, yes, especially for my feminines, you may be embodying that. Wow. And then for my masculine Aries, you're probably more in this energy, but you may be dealing with a feminine like this. So, for my masculine Aries, it's more about I got power struggles, so that's really interesting, or some sort of game or something about power games. I don't have too many men that watch my readings, just being honest. Just tarot in general is more of a feminine thing. Spirituality in general. No offense to my masculines, because there's some really spiritual men out there, but mostly it's feminine energy that comes to my channel. But I want to say that if you are dealing with a male and or you are the male in this equation, there is some sort of power struggle here, like some sort of controlling type of vibe coming through for whatever reason. Okay, so I just want to make note of that. But let me reset the stage. In general, I actually feel like you being in your power, Aries, okay, whether you're feminine or masculine. Just be careful that you don't go too far into like your ego or competitiveness or control, you know, trying to control something that's outside of your control. You know, and I feel like that is also maybe a struggle for you during this time frame. It may feel like you want to control the outcome of something, or you want to control something that is not even within your ability to control, including other people's emotions, motives, and actions, right? And so maybe you need a bit of a reminder about that, Aries, is that you're never more in your power than when you're focused on what you have power over, and that is you, how you feel, how you react, how you choose to respond to life or to a person. So let's see what else we have coming through. Yee. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. That's showing up in the emotional space. Page of Wands in the reverse. Wow. The 7 of Wands, death and rebirth. Yeah, so I feel like Aries, there is a lot of things showing up on the emotional forefront. I was gonna hold my crystal for this. Hold on a second. This to me is like, this card combination is when you feel just absolutely defeated, exhausted, you feel like giving up, you know, it's like can't win for losing type of energy here. Although there's a small group of you that may want to act out on this, or prove a point maybe, but not in the best way type of energy here. Because you also have the Page of Wands in the reverse, which is impulsive, almost immature behavior, or not handling emotions well. So some of you got something going on that maybe you're really not handling well, and or you're connecting to someone who's bringing this energy and it's affecting you, or in your energy, right? So it's also this very guarded, very protective type of vibe. Some of you are trying to like guard yourself against some sort of change over which you have no control over, and that's the issue. It's like Spirit is wanting you to bring your focus within, right? and just to accept and go with the flow that whatever is happening, right, in the trajectory of your life is for purpose, right, and is for your highest good. So don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of endings. And certainly don't push against it, because some of you, there's some sort of change coming through and there's a lot of resistance around this. There's a lot of almost like a want to fight back type of energy, but it's actually exhausting you. So how do you know if something you've chosen, how do you know if an action that you've chosen was your path of most resistance or your path of least resistance? How does it feel? If you go to act on something and then the outcome of that is you feeling worse than ever or down and in this very exhaustive energy, you've likely chosen to approach something through the path of most resistance as opposed to the path of least resistance. Because when you go through the path of least resistance, you don't feel that pull of negative energy on you. Because sometimes it feels like logically that we're doing something for a purpose. We're fighting for something. We're in the struggle for a purpose. And I don't want to take like the purpose part away, but I want to take the struggle away, because there's always a way to get to your end goal without having to go through the turmoil and the struggle, because that's all the emotional journey. And you're in complete control of your emotional journey. It may not feel like it at times, but your emotions are based 100% on your perspective. So if everything feels heavy and dark and like a struggle, check your perspective. How are you seeing this? Are you seeing this as a possibility to open up doors for you? Or are you seeing this as some sort of terrible ending? Because one is going to feel good and the other one's going to feel terrible, and that's where your free will comes in. So let's see what else we have. The Hierophant. And I am getting that song again. She says, I'm giving you up. I can't get away from that song. Yeah, this is real intense, explosive, and yet at the same time can be very inspirational and motivational energy. But it's also a lot of masculine. So some of you, whether you're male or female, are dipping more into your masculine side and needing to balance it out with your feminine aspects as well. Others of you, you could be dealing with an explosive, unpredictable, emotionally draining, masculine energy, okay? Or some sort of authority figure for others of you. Okay, and it's intense. But at the same time, this could be disempowering or it could be empowering. And how do you decide the outcome of that? Whether you're going to be empowered or disempowered. Your perspective and how you choose to handle the situation. Because there's not one situation life can throw at you that you cannot create into fuel, into inspiration, into bettering yourself or better understanding yourself, right? So it's really up to you as to how you want to perceive it. But I also feel for some of you that there's a high likelihood that like this could be a bit overwhelming. So I also feel you need to take a step back and see the opportunities that are out there for you. And also to remember that the overall message here, Aries, was that you were going to be breaking free from this cage, so to speak, this emotional and spiritual cage, and that there would be success that wouldn't just benefit you, but it would benefit those connected to you. So this might be your chance to rise up above the fray. You know what I mean? And really come in your power. And sometimes that does mean dipping into your more masculine energy. Sometimes life calls for us to be soft and spiritual. And sometimes this life will call you to go more towards your ego of protectiveness and looking out for self and drawing boundaries. There is purpose for both aspects of your personality. It's just about knowing when to use one side and knowing when to use the other. And that's the balance that you're trying to achieve here. So don't be afraid, Aries, to go into that more empowering state of mind to get you through to your next chapter, okay? And then on a side note, again, some of you might be dealing with a really tumultuous personality. And if that's the case, although I know that you're a caring and loving person, it's also up to you to decide who you allow in your energy. And I also heard what you entertain in your mind as it pertains to this person. And I have some kind of bad news for my masculine Aries, for my male Aries. You might be the masculine that is a bit out of whack right now. And if so, then this is your opportunity to recognize that and do some healing work on yourself. Calm down for a minute. You know what I mean? Because this could be very explosive energy, and certainly you don't want to put yourself in a position, right, to where you may explode. So let's see what the guidance is, and then let's go to the you versus them love portion of the reading. So interesting, right? It says, my life is about relationships. This is card number 1. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. And so bless them all. Bless them all. Wow. Super interesting. I cannot wait to see what the you versus them has to say. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so now, Aries, we're going to go into the you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. The person you may be connecting with, yes, may be an intimate partner or an ex, but it could also be a coworker, a friend, a family member, you name it. Keep an open mind. Let's get into it and see. So Aries, you have the card of abundance. So this is beautiful. And I saw this in your spiritual reading. So I don't know if you were stressing over your success, your goals, your money, whatever, but I feel like the doors of opportunity are opening. It's come out a few different times in this reading. This is super positive energy as it pertains to that. So enjoy. Let's see what the other person is going through. They have the card of celebration and consciousness. So very celebratory energy. Again, group affiliated energy. This could be a group of people that you're dealing with, just not just one singular person. And or it could be that this person is like, they have a heavy energy of group activities, relationships, their network, all of that being highlighted for them. So let's get into it and see. We're going to go through the recent past and what led up to the now. Then we're going to look at how you both see each other, how you feel underneath it all in the now, and then most likely future outcome. Recent past. Ooh. For my Aries. So 9 of Cups. King of Wands, 6 of Cups. So, yes, Aries, I feel like this is you trying to move on from your past, I feel. Okay, or move on from something from the past. It's like, you know when you leave kind of a bad or a sad situation, or maybe you've had a bad or a sad day, and like you try to pump yourself up so that you don't get down in the dumps and start dwelling on the past or what has happened and etc. That's kind of what I feel this energy is. It's like trying to stay motivated, trying to pump yourself up, trying to stay feeling good, right? So that you don't dwell, so that you don't get sucked back into a past experience. Could even be a recent experience, you know, where you just had a bad day. But it's like intentionally trying to keep like your vibration high and to stay focused on the things that satisfy you. And I feel like to some degree, to a great degree is what I'm hearing, that has worked well for you. It's helped you to kind of pivot and move away from this more desolate, kind of lonely energy. So let's see this person's recent past for my Aries. For my Aries. The Magician for a person they're dealing with. These are upside down. The Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords. So I feel like, you know, you've given this person a lot to think about, by the way. But I also feel like they're kind of running something through their mind as well, especially something that was quite painful to them. I feel like this person is trying to like manifest their way out of this, but because they think about it so often, they're actually kind of recreating that pain for themselves. And I feel mostly unintentional. And they may have overcome this because this is in the past, but I feel that it's definitely something that they've struggled with, or maybe even currently struggling with. You know, it's like they're trying to create something different in their life. They're trying to manifest something different, but all they think about is something that's hurt them. And so it's like they're reliving it, they're recreating it. They're not intentionally doing it to themselves, but you know, sometimes our mind can be our worst enemy. And when I say our mind, what I mean is our memory. You know, sometimes it's nice to have beautiful memories. We learn from the past, right? But sometimes it's painful. So I feel that going on here in this person. Let's see what your perception is in the now. How does Aries view this person? Ace of Wands. Three of Wands. There's that Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Wow. I feel a great deal of passion for this person, or drive or motivation around this, but I also feel a great deal of exhaustion, and I felt this in the spiritual reading. Now, it could be that this person just completely mentally, emotionally, spiritually exhausts you, even though you understand them, or you know, you see a future with them. For some of you, if it's intimate, you might be very attracted to this person. You see that spark in them, but they also, you know, make you feel like the Ten of Swords, which isn't a good energy, you know, making you feel completely drained, and emotionally and mentally exhausted. So there's so many different ways I could read this, and or you could view, no, I don't even want to go there. I was going to give you a vice versa, and certainly you can. Like, it could be that you drain this person, but I feel like no. I feel like as I said it the first time is exactly how it wants to come out. So I don't usually do that, but yeah. Okay, wow. All right. Well, some of you have a hard time seeing this person's perspective, and or you don't want to. You know, like Let me go further into that. I'm struggling a bit with that one. Oh, you don't care. Okay, say if the... I don't mean to keep stopping myself, but I'm going to go super specific. So don't make this resonate if it doesn't. I get a sense of just like, I'm done trying to see it from that other person's point of view, or like, you know, being so exhausted that you just literally can't, you know, and almost don't even care, you know. It's like, I need to care about how I feel and how I view the situation versus, you know, what they might be thinking or feeling type of vibe, which isn't, you know, sometimes when you're in an emotionally draining point in your life or in a relationship like that, sometimes it is better to kind of care more about how you feel, you know. If somebody's draining you, that's when you got to pull your power back into yourself and ask yourself, how do I feel? And where am I giving my power away? Remember, because this is a law of attraction universe, not law of insertion. So nobody can take anything from you without your agreeance to it, without your attraction point being a match to that. And that's hard to wrap your mind around, because it feels sometimes like people are doing things to us. But it's only through our vibrational invitation, aka our focus, that it is called to us. So anyways, this person views you. How do they view you? 6 of Cups, Death and Rebirth, 10 of Cups. So they've actually seen a lot of progress and change, or maybe they've been through a lot of that. They've seen the good in you. Like, they see you as their emotional fulfillment. There's, I heard emotional support person. Somebody they feel very connected to, that they vibe with, that they can get along with and chill with. And it's so interesting because, no, don't get me wrong, you don't see this person all bad. Like, there's positives. You see the good here. There is inspiration here. It's inspiring something inside of you, and that's the good in this. But you also, at the same time, kind of feel like, wow, this is kind of exhausting. So let's see what's going on emotionally deeper. How is Aries feeling underneath all of that? The Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands. So Aries, I feel like I just got a song. Headstrong, headstrong, I take on anyone. Don't make fun of my singing, y'all. I will come for you. I'm just kidding. That was my feisty side. I just say what comes to my head. That is what makes me me. That's what makes me more than a card reader, okay? That's the song I got. Headstrong, I'll take you on. Headstrong, I'll take on anyone. So, is that your anthem? I don't know. Maybe you randomly hear that song, take it or leave it. So, wow, I do feel that, yeah, when it comes to your emotional space, you're definitely very certain about what you believe in, and you're willing to move forward. Like, if you believe strongly in this person or in this decision, you're going to move it forward. Even though it may be exhausting at times, even though it may get to you, you know, I do feel like this is a fire sign trait of all the fire signs. Like, if you got your eyes set on something and that's what you want, and I feel like for a lot of you it is, then despite this energy, you're still going to go forward with something. So I feel you being very loyal or dedicated to whatever your plan of action is here. Let's see this person's emotional space. 5 of Pentacles. I got, some of you like a good challenge, right? And maybe that's the motivation. I don't know. So this person's emotional space, the Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, Justice, and the Four of Cups. So this person is tired of feeling lonely, alone, like they have no way out, or they have no way to kind of move out of this energy. So they're open to change. They have two cards of endings, new beginnings, and change. And I feel like this person, you know, wants things to change for the better. They want to see more fun in their life. They want more peace in their life. And they're trying to kind of ignore, I don't want to say ignore their feelings, but remember I said they were very fixated on something from the past that was hurting them. I do feel them trying to ignore that, you know, or push it aside, or focus more on their happiness, their peace, you know, so that they can have peace of mind, really. So let's see most likely outcome. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And Temperance. So, really, one more. Avoid all of the drama at all costs. That's all I'm going to say to you. I feel like you also in the past were focused on feeling good so that you could leave something in the past, and that was smart of you, right? But life tends to repeat itself, and sometimes we find ourselves going through same or similar things. But that's just a calling to look further within. Not that something's gone wrong. Nothing's gone wrong here. Life is cyclical. This is all right. This is part of the plan. You're on your path. You know, you don't need to worry about that, Aries. But I feel like you do need to spend time on yourself, though, and prioritizing yourself and how you feel, and also your goals, like what makes you feel productive. I got the word productive in the spiritual reading as well. This is alchemy. This is pouring into one's own cup. This is listening to your emotion and your intuition and using that to be more productive to what you're giving your focus to. Because what you give your focus to becomes you. And there's a chance here that there could be some sort of struggle or conflict, but it's all up to you, and if you're going to manifest that or be a part of that based on what you're giving your focus to. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, same. And the Three of Cups. See, oh my goodness. Same exact message for this person. Like, if they want to avoid the struggle, the conflict, arguments, all of that crap, especially if you've been having this struggle within the connection, then they also need to focus on taking better care of themselves, reaching for their goals, being productive. You know, both of you might be in this phase where you want to take better care of yourself, just like in general. I know for me, like, turning 40 definitely had me thinking about like habits I want to change and ways I want to be better and all that. So you may also be in that point in your life, don't have to be 40, but you know, where you're feeling that calling. Well, this person has the same advice, I guess. Because if they spend too much time looking at others, see, now that's the other thing, like there's a comparison going on here. If this person spends too much time looking at like what's going on with other people, or even being nosy, and or relying too much on others to emotionally uplift them, then they kind of take their own eyes off of their own power, which is the ability to uplift self. And so both of you have like this internal self-work going on. And yes, there may be some sort of struggle here, but I feel you being kind of headstrong, meaning like, Aries, if you got your mind up, made up, it's made up, and you're just point blank period, you know that. And that's not wrong either, because I heard headed in the right direction. But give up the struggle or the need to constantly worry about something here, because I feel a lot of that going on. And then this person is just kind of needing to be a little bit more present in the present moment so that they can find some sort of balance. And I heard ignore the behavior of others. Like, I don't know what the others are that surround this person, but they're being called to look more within than to others during this time frame. So let's see what the guidance is for you and this person. There we go. Okay. I intend to co-create from my place of positive attraction. Oh my goodness. It's card 40. Didn't I was just talking about turning 40? Spirit got jokes. Oh, wow. Anyways, the number 40 is here. Okay, so I intend to co-create from my place of positive attraction. The individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction before they come together, or nothing positive can come out of the co-creation. If you're negatively focused and not feeling good, you can only attract others who are in the same state of negative attraction. That is why looking for a mate from a place of insecurity or lack of anything can never bring you the mate you really want, but instead bring someone who amplifies your current lack. Very interesting, that one. Okay, the other card says, billions of us are living in perfect diversity, number 27. The diversity of your planet is of tremendous value and benefit because from variety springs all new ideas. Without the diversity, there would be complacency and endedness. You are billions of people living the perfect diversity, just as you knew you would, constantly asking for improvement and thereby setting up for the next generation an improved life experience. If you understood that and no longer clamored for the one right way to live, things would go better for you much, much sooner. Wow, very interesting law of attraction guidance cards. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with. I accidentally called you Taurus in the spiritual reading, so definitely could be dealing with a Taurus. But I also have Libra and Scorpio here, and Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, and you could be dealing with another Aries. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing. But keep in mind, it is a general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it resonated, let me know in the comments down below. But also don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all of my links. All of them, all my social media is linked below, as well as in the About section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.